This is it, the last stand of Occupy Hong Kong. For 75 days, Hong Kong's pro-democracy protesters occupied some of the city's busiest roads. By Thursday, only a few dozen remained, sitting on the ground, waiting for the advancing police forces.
All of us have a dream that our society, Hong Kong, will be better. And we know that it is a difficult task.
Thursday's clear-out began slowly as bailiffs removed barricades from a site covered by a court injunction. Then the police moved in. The warnings are over and the police have now got the entire site under lockdown. They are now moving in to remove all these tents and to remove any remaining protesters. Ripping down tents, breaking the barricades, police pulled down the mini-city that had grown up in the middle of Hong Kong. It was a somewhat peaceful end to a movement that was not always so.
Breaking the truce here. We're now going to be enveloped in tear gas.
Initial protests grew to the tens of thousands after police used tear gas on students, an almost unthinkable action in this city. More and more people voiced their displeasure at a plan by Beijing to select candidates for the 2017 elections for Hong Kong's highest office instead of the people. But as the occupation wore on, patience wore thin. With traffic snarled and taxi drivers losing income, violence broke out between pro- and anti-occupation groups. In the end, many protesters were resigned to Thursday's clear-out, packing and leaving on their own instead of facing arrest. The police faced resistance only from a core group of students and politicians. One by one, they were arrested and carted away. Billionaire Jimmy Lai was among those who stayed until the bitter end. Before he was arrested, I asked him if this movement has been a failure.
We would be very naive to think that just by sitting around Occupy Place for 70-odd days that we will have what we want. We are not so that naive. We know that this is a long, hot fight. We know that there will be many battles before we win the war.
So then what's next? If you can't do it this way, how do you do it?
We will not know the next until we see the next. We don't know. But definitely there will be a next. The next and the next and the next and the next.
For now, though, Occupy Hong Kong is at an end. The first chapter of this battle clear. And so are the streets of the Admiralty District for the first time in 2.5 months. Simon Mawson, CNN, Hong Kong.